They have finally caught the man that set the Palisades and burnt down 1 million homes and mansions and businesses in the Palisades part of California. And this is his second court appearance. Apparently his ass lived in Florida, and he flew out there and just set the fires to burn down the city of the Palisades of California. A lot of people lost their homes, their mansions, their apartments, their cars. Lives were lost, their businesses. It's just terrible. So let's listen to this.
And we begin with new details about the man accused of igniting the Palisades fire. I'm Kathy Barrett.
And I'm Annabelle Sedano. Michael and Colleen have the night off. Today, 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderneck made his second appearance in a federal courtroom in Florida, where a judge decided he will stay in jail for the foreseeable future.
He faces a single federal arson charge, but prosecutors say he will likely face more serious charges.
NBC4 investigators
people died from that fire.
Interactions Rinderneck had with police here in L.A. Our investigative reporter Eric Leonard is in the newsroom with those latest details.
Hi there. Well, the judge in Florida made the decision to keep Rinderneck locked up after an ATF agent testified today that the 29-year-old had threatened to burn down a house in West Melbourne, Florida, where he'd been staying with relatives. We've also tracked down some court and police records that show Rinderneck recently reported that he was the victim of an attempted sexual assault. Well, these are court sketches of Rinderneck during the appearance in court in Orlando, Florida, where the judge ordered him to remain locked up and in the custody of the U.S. Marshal, probably until trial. The ATF agent who testified about the alleged threats also told the court that Rinderneck's family members had told authorities they were worried that Rinderneck had a gun, and they were increasingly concerned about his mental health. The defense lawyer for Rinderneck unsuccessfully argued that he could be released on bond and told the court that he'd been the victim of a recent assault. Well, NBC4 Investigates found court records and some police logs that show officers were sent to his apartment on Sycamore in Hollywood last year. This is after Rinderneck said his male neighbor tried to sexually assault him. According to a lawsuit Rinderneck tried to file, the neighbor began smoking crack cocaine while inside the apartment, then tried to pull down Rinderneck's pants and assault him. He said in the lawsuit that police...
What does that have to do with him burning down a whole subdivision in California?
Earlier this week in Florida on that federal arson charge, starting the January 1st Lackman brush fire in the Pacific Highlands, or the Palisades Highlands. The ATF said its investigation concluded that smoldering roots underground reignited during high winds on January 7th, making Rinderneck responsible for starting both fires. During that hearing in federal court in Florida, the prosecutor told the judge that it is possible and likely more charges will be filed, including some charges for the deaths of the 12 people who died as a result
12 deaths? He needs the death penalty.
Convictions on those charges could even lead to a possible death
piece of
sentence,
shit.
but it's not clear when Rinderneck will be brought back to Southern California. He has another court date in Florida next week.
Florida don't want his ass.
NBC4 News, back to you in the studio.
Eric, thank you. And we are now hearing